So we could start. So basically, I'm trying to create a video here about this title. It's called "Can You Really Make Money Online?" Um, I think this will be like the first real content video for this channel, and maybe people will tune in. Who knows? We don't know. But um, so the reason why I have you here is because you went from working a traditional job to your own eBay store. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
All right. So for the people who are watching, the guest on the channel here is Pops, or that's what we like to call him, and
Hi
that's his
guys.
nickname. So, Pops, did you want to like share your YouTube channel to anybody at the moment, or we could do that later?
Oh, you can catch me on Silver Hair Stacker at
Yeah,
YouTube.
that's your YouTube channel, right? Okay.
Right.
So, so
You want to
Pops,
watch some of my videos.
yeah, you do coin videos, eBay flipping videos, stuff like that, coin hunting videos, correct?
Right.
Okay, so originally you were a music teacher?
Yeah, I was a band director for 33 years and retired, and now I'm selling stuff on eBay.
Okay, okay. So when you were a music teacher, did you have to teach like elementary or middle school or high school kids?
Well, I'm a band director, so I taught middle school and high school kids mainly.
Mainly, okay. So
Yep.
kind of when the youngsters are at full energy peak, huh?
Yeah, lots of hormones going
Yeah,
right there.
raging hormones. Okay. So you were a music teacher and then you retired, and then what did you do after that?
Well, I we moved down here to Central Texas because the wife wanted to move someplace that had real trees
Hmm.
because
Okay.
we used to live on the plains of Texas where there aren't any. So we did that.
Okay.
And so I did some part-time teaching for a while after retiring, and then I went to work at a big box store.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. So this
it's
big box
orange.
store is like a retail chain?
Yeah.
Okay. So what made you decide to do that?
I just wanted some extra cash for, paying for Christmas and vacations and, supplementing the retirement income.
Okay. Okay. And how many hours did you work a week?
I did between 20 and 30 hours a week. The place where I work wanted to keep me less than 30 hours so they didn't have to pay for my health care, which I get health care through my teacher retirement anyway, so
Right. So you don't
that
have
part
to
didn't
worry
matter
about
a lot
that.
to me. So
Okay. Okay. So how long did you work at this big box chain part-time?
I did that 4 years.
4 years? Wow. I did not know that.
And that was it was okay. I enjoyed the people I worked with
Uh-huh.
and the customers and the products. I didn't enjoy walking around on a concrete floor
Uh-huh.
after I'd walked around for 33 years on a concrete floor teaching school,
Right.
so
So because you're older, you rather be sitting down than standing up and walking around on concrete floors. Your ankles and knees might take some abuse, huh?
yeah, well, walking around's good for you, but
Yeah.
not necessarily on concrete floors, so
Okay. Okay.
I still try to get on the treadmill once in a while and work off some
Yeah. So
calories.
so you thought the job was okay. How about the pay? Because a lot of people watching this video probably are interested in, can you really, make a lot of money online, right? So like if you work a job at a big box chain, your income is limited based on the amount of hours you work, and that's about it, correct?
Yeah, I mean, they started me at minimum wage, and then when I quit, I was making what, $3 or $4 more than minimum wage, which still wasn't a whole lot.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
All right. So what got you started to sell stuff on eBay?
Well, actually, I learned how to sell on eBay from making sales of silver or coins that I would buy and try to make a little profit on. What you call flipping coins?
Flipping coins. I remember.
Yeah.
Do you remember the day where we found a coin on a particular website and we bought some, and then I told you, hey Pops, I think this is gonna like really boom. Maybe you might want to sell it instead of keeping it. So,
Right.
do you remember how much it was?
No,
I think it was like
I don't remember anything.
you're old.
Yeah,
So, I think it was
like $27 or something.
yeah,
like
maybe
that.
27, 35, somewhere around there. We bought those coins, and you were only allowed to buy up to 4, right? Because
Yeah.
it was a very popular coin. So you bought these coins, and then what did you do right away?
I don't remember.
You
Which
don't
ones
remember?
are we talking about?
Well, let me remind you, give you a little refresher, because we kind of knew
not
that
sure.
this coin was going to
We've
be
done
really
several deals, Mr. B. I'm not sure which exact one you're talking about.
well. This was some type of Liberty Metal. There were two by the West Point Mint, and another one was like I think was it the San Francisco Mint or something like that. But it was a very low mintage and high demand coin, or we should say metal, and you bought them for 35 each, and you bought 4, right? So that's about what 70 times 2, 140 plus shipping. So you bought them for about $145, right?
Right.
And then you put it up on eBay as soon as you bought them, which you didn't receive the coins yet. As soon as you bought them, we said, let's put it up on eBay and put a pre-sale up there, and see what happens, right? So,
Right.
do you remember how much you put it up for? All
do not.
4 coins together?
I don't remember.
I believe it was around $450.
Ah,
So you spent $145 and you put it up for $450,
right.
right? And do you remember how long it took for that coin to sell?
It was pretty immediate.
Yeah. I think it was like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think you were shocked that you just made a profit of like $300, right? Within
Right.
a matter of 5 minutes.
Right.
Right.
Minus eBay and PayPal fees. of
Yeah,
course,
minus
but-
eBay, PayPal fees, and the shipping. You just made $300 or so within 5 minutes because you just followed some simple rules, right?
Right.
And I remember vividly, you sold it, and then you're like, good God, I just sold it in 5 minutes.
Yeah, some of the deals we've had have been very lucrative.
Oh yeah. Like I've done that too, and I made thousands of dollars doing that. So, for the people watching, right? Yeah, you can make money online. You can definitely make money online, but you gotta know the information. So what we're gonna do here is just take a pause for a second, and we'll be back and continue with Pops on how to make money online.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna continue now with Pops. We're just talking about coins, selling coins on eBay, but you have expanded to much more things than selling coins. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'll sell anything legal almost.
Right. So it could be anything from hats to toys to, what are some of the bizarre stuff you've sold on eBay? to like the most normal things that you can sell?
Oh, I sold a coffee grinder made in like 1912.
Oh yeah, it's like some type of old unit that you sold, right?
Yeah, I mean, I could screen share that too, but I bought that for $30 at a garage sale and sold it for 240.
Now, why would somebody want that for $240? I don't know.
Well, it's an antique. It looks great on the shelf, or
Ah,
you could actually refurb it up and go to using it again.
you can actually use it, huh? Okay.
Um, I recently went to an estate sale and I
Hmm.
bought a gold watch for $35 and I sold it for $399.95.
Wow, because there was a lot of gold on the watch, I guess, huh?
Yeah, and I think it had some collector value too. It was like an 1880 watch. So
So the challenge, I guess, for people who actually are interested in, doing eBay is to be able to find something to sell, but not pay a lot for it, correct?
right,
Right. So, um, I guess it depends on where you live and how much access you have to buying these things. One of the things that I guess you would really need if you're going to buy all this stuff is a lot of storage space, correct?
well, it depends on what you sell. I mean, if you sell coins, it didn't take any
No,
room.
coins is like, yeah, like coins and like jewelry stuff that don't take up space. But
Right,
if you're going to estate sales or if you're going to those storage warehouses and then you buy those lots, then you're gonna have to take all that stuff home, correct?
right.
Yeah. So that's one of the drawbacks of doing an eBay business is that you're gonna need some capital to buy some of these stuff. I mean, if you say it's like 35 bucks here or 80 bucks there, I'm sure most people could do that.
Yeah.
Um,
Or you could go to a garage sale and buy a Sony camera for $2,
uh-huh.
buy a power cord for it on eBay and
Yeah.
resell it for 35, $40. I don't know.
All
'Cause
right.
They'll
That's
sell
another item.
anything.
Yeah, so can you show us some of your stuff, like even like your coins, like anything that you can show to the viewers? Um, what kind of stuff you got there?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
cool.
want to see some coins?
Sure.
Like from the Perth Mint, we got some 2 ounce. These are the Year of the Monkey coins.
Oh, very nice. And
And
didn't you
they're
didn't you get that like a good deal or something?
2016. I don't remember the deal I got them on.
Well, it's still
I'm
in the
getting
roll.
old.
It's like rolled up. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. This is called an Australia wedge-tail eagle.
Ah, what year is that?
This is what year is it? 2015.
Okay, that's the second year, right?
Yeah. And this is a proof.
Oh, beautiful coin.
Yeah.
The biggest eagle in on the planet, I think. Wedge-tailed eagle is supposed to be the biggest eagle of them all.
Is it? I don't know.
I think so.
Probably. Everything's bigger in Australia, right? Kind of
Hmm.
like Texas.
They got a lot of space over there.
Yeah. Um, and you know what? The best thing about selling online is I
What
don't have to take anything out of my regular paycheck to buy any of these coins now. I made a promise to myself a couple of years ago that all of my purchases of gold and silver now would be done with profits from selling online.
Nice, nice. That's a good way to, add more assets to your stack.
Yeah, this is called a 2016
That's the gold dime. Yes.
gold
Mercury dime.
Mercury dime.
That is the only gold mercury dime ever created.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the first one. First and the only. I remember that coin was really hot.
I don't know if it's worth anything more than its gold value now, but it's a very nice coin.
No, I think it's probably somewhere in the vicinity of $250 to $300, somewhere around there.
And I don't even remember what I paid for it, but
I think it was like 210 or 220 or somewhere around there when it first came
I
out.
have really enjoyed owning it.
Yeah, it's a very nice coin.
And then a new acquisition. I've kind of been trying to go a little bit away from silver and get more into gold. So would you like to see an unboxing now?
That would be nice. That would be awesome.
Pause the video or whatever you want to do. So again, with my eBay sales, part of the money that I get from that, I use to add to my collection of gold and silver.
Nice.
And I just got this in from a company called Provident Metals.
Provident Metal gets a shout out.
Well, sorry about that. Thank you.
Yeah. So we are dying to know what you got.
I got a little gold.
A little gold.
Yeah. Not massive quantities, but gold's expensive, so I don't buy a lot of it, but when you have income beyond what you need to live, you need to be saving, right?
Right. Which most people don't do.
And as part of my savings, I like to buy a little gold or silver or whatever, because gold and silver tend to hold their value over time.
Mm-hmm.
And this coin is a 2017
Yeah.
what's it called? Sovereign.
Oh, you got a gold sovereign. Oh, it's like almost like a proof finish. It's a very shiny looking one.
Sorry, it's not clear.
Well, it's in the flip, so
Yeah,
you can leave it in there. You don't have to take it out.
okay.
Yeah.
But a sovereign is a little bit less than a quarter ounce of gold.
Right.
And I like the sovereign coins. And there's the queen.
Nice. So you just got one for the day, for this time around?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This was $300 something. Hang on. I just did the standard purchase with them. This was not on a big fancy deal.
Right.
I paid $322.50, which is not the best price for a sovereign, but again, I use only my eBay sales.
The surplus of your eBay sales, correct? Like
Right.
after all the costs and the fees and the shipping and everything, and you're still making extra. So you use the extra money and you put it away in gold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of leaning toward gold now because I have quite a lot of silver already.
All right.
I mean, these coins here, there's 5 2-ounce coins.
So that's 10 ounces.
And this is worth less than
Right.
the one gold coin.
Right.
So
That's right. Because, you know, if you buy gold, it won't take up the space. But if you buy a lot of silver, eventually it adds up and takes up too much space.
right.
Yeah. All right.
So
So
at
that's
my age, I cannot carry around all of my silver now.
that's a nice way to really have tangible assets you know, as you make money online, selling stuff on eBay, and then you have something to show for it afterwards, rather than, you know, taking your surplus and buying things or spending it on things that might not be so meaningful. And all of a sudden you're
Right.
like, oh, where did my profits go, right? So like, just in case, if you need the money, you can sell that gold and sell that silver and recoup back your gold. I mean your money, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, Pops, let me ask you this. For the people listening right now, they're probably thinking maybe they could do eBay and stuff, but what are other challenges of doing eBay? And if you could kind of tell us how much you were making in the beginning and how much you're projected to make for the year of 2017.
Well, I began eBay as I was still doing my part-time job at the big box retail store.
Right.
And I started seeing that there were more opportunities to buy items cheaply and then resell them on eBay for a profit.
Uh-huh.
And once my reselling equaled and then started becoming more than the income I was making at the big box store, I decided, hey, it's time to give up the big box store and just do the reselling as my main part-time income after retirement.
Uh-huh. And now you don't have to stand all day at the big box store. What you're doing is basically hustling and trying to find new stuff to sell all the time so that you could put more stuff on eBay so that people could buy it and you make some profit, right?
Right.
And so you were making approximately how much at the big box store, and to the point where even your eBay store was making more? Well, what was that threshold amount? Was it per 2 weeks or a month? I forget. But if you could tell the people watching, like, how did that, come about?
Well, my take-home pay is kind of what I judged it off of. That's after taxes, and Medicare was taken out of my check.
Right.
At the big box store. I was bringing home about $1,000 a month for 20 to 30 hours a week.
Right.
Walking around on the concrete floor.
Right. And then as you flipped stuff on eBay, the profits from eBay started to surpass your big box income. Is that right?
Right. Anyway, sorry.
Okay, that's cool. So getting back to the eBay earnings, so you were starting to make more than $1,000. Is that correct?
Right.
And this is
my monthly income.
Yeah.
After taxes, after eBay fees, after PayPal fees.
Uh-huh.
After that eclipsed what I was making at the big box store, I decided it's time to give up the big box store and just start selling on eBay as my full-time, part-time income after retirement.
Right. So between eBay and your big box, that would pretty much make it about $2,000 a month, correct?
Right.
And so because you quit the big box, now you're missing that $1,000 of income. So how long did it take for you to recoup that part of the income you were getting before? Oh, you got another tweet.
Well, it's the same one.
All right.
But it tweets me twice.
So how long did it take you to get to $2,000 a month?
Not long.
Not long, huh? Because you were able to do it full time?
Well, I don't do it full time. I
But
still only work like 20 hours a week at the most.
All right. So even at part-time, you were able to recoup the amount you were making at the big box store. So you hit $2,000 in a short amount of time, you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been doing eBay now?
Let's see. I started getting serious about selling items on eBay about December 2015.
15? Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
around there. Okay. And would you say you're computer savvy or you're just regular or like
No,
no, okay.
no.
Put it bluntly,
In
no.
fact,
Okay.
Mr. B, you and a couple of other friends on YouTube actually had to guide me in the computer that I'm using right now. And so, but I mean, I can make entries on eBay or I
Right.
can make a
So
YouTube video, but
for the
that's about
people
the extent of this old man's knowledge about computer savvy.
yeah, well, for the people who are watching that are in the older, the older generation, they shouldn't feel intimidated by a computer, right? Because if you just acquaint yourself with just the basics, anybody could do this, correct?
Oh, yeah. Anybody can do what I do. In fact, there's quite a few people who do better than I do
Uh-huh.
doing this.
Uh-huh. So, what are the kinds of tasks that are involved with doing an eBay? Like putting up one item, for example, you gotta list the item, right? So like you gotta write the headline, you gotta take pictures, you gotta set the price, you gotta write the description, right?
Right.
And how long does that take?
Well, it depends on the item.
Uh-huh.
If I'm selling a piece of electronic equipment that has some complicated items to it, then it may take 15 minutes.
Right. So it could take
But
a
if
little
it's a
long.
t-shirt, it takes me about 2 minutes.
So,
Because right now I've got some t-shirts, some Harley Davidson t-shirts I picked up this weekend
uh-huh.
for 50 cents a piece, and I'm selling them on eBay for $15 a piece. So, yeah, it just depends on the item. The t-shirts go real fast. And a vintage 8-track tape player takes maybe 15, 20 minutes to do the listing
Right.
because you want
Yeah.
to take good pictures and show that it's working and all that.
Right. So you use your smartphone to take the pictures?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Pretty simple there.
I just got a good old iPhone 5.
All right. Something nice and simple. It's a smaller one, right?
Yeah, it's
So,
iPhone 5.
so people obviously they need to have a PayPal account, right? When you say,
Yeah, you got to have a PayPal account, and you've got to have a credit card,
right?
and you've got to have just a little bit of cash to get started. I mean, it doesn't take a lot.
Right.
Like I said, I was buying Harley Davidson t-shirts at garage sales for 50 cents. That's all you need to do to get started. Go to garage sales.
Garage sales? Okay.
For cheap. I mean, when you can buy 50-cent t-shirts and then buy a gold sovereign about, whenever you've got a little extra cash.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all from eBay sales.
Yeah.
I don't spend out of my regular retirement check to get my gold and silver now.
Nice. Nice.
I buy just with the profits I make from eBay.
So, if you could tell the viewers, like, how much are you projected to make for 2017?
Well, let me screen share a month, 31 days of my eBay sales right now.
Okay.
If that's okay. Okay, so here we go.
Uh-huh.
So This is working 20, 25 hours a day at my little eBay business.
So it says,
Part-time.
okay, sales at
My
31 days.
sales are right around $5,000.
That's pretty good.
And after fees, after eBay takes their cut, PayPal takes their cut,
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Sam takes his cut, and the cost of the items that I purchase
Right.
has their cut. I'm probably making about 60% of that $5,000.
All right. So maybe about 3,000 of it is yours. Maybe
I don't know.
maybe little.
What's 60% of 5,000? Whatever it is.
Let's see. I'll bring the calculator here. Was it 5,076 times 0.6? $3,045. That was correct.
So for the last 31 days, I've made $3,000 clear.
Nice. So that's more than the amount you're making at the big box store, more than the amount combined with your early earnings of 1,000 with the eBay and 1,000 with the big box store, and now you're at $3,000 a month. That's amazing.
No, there's nothing amazing about it. You just gotta go do it. I
So
mean, if an old fart like me can go out there and do it, anybody
yeah,
can.
I'm thinking. So what do you have any suggestions or words of advice to the youngsters out there who may not have a college degree or even have a college degree and just having a hard time getting a job? Do you recommend the youngsters to kind of, put on their entrepreneurial hats and start doing something like this for the time being if they can't find a job?
Oh, yeah. And even if you have to work at McDonald's or wherever,
Right.
and there's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's, you're making a paycheck.
Right.
But after that, if you can do a little reselling on the side, buy a 50-cent t-shirt
Mm-hmm.
at a garage sale and sell it on eBay for $15, you're making progress toward your future.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's not hard. You just have to have a computer. You have to have internet access.
Right. You have to have a smartphone. You have to have,
You have to have a credit
PayPal.
card.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a smartphone because you can do it all from your computer.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or you can have just a smartphone. You can make eBay listings.
That's true. You could do it with your smartphone only. You don't even have to have a computer.
And there are other platforms to go to resell,
Mhm.
like OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace.
Mm-hmm. Craigslist.
Now, Craigslist is becoming a dying.
Yeah, because there's so many other platforms that are better now, right? Yeah.
OfferUp and those type of apps are killing
Nice.
Craigslist right now. Craigslist won't, if they don't do something quick, they're going to be gravestones.
Yeah. So can you even go further than $5,000 a month? Like, what would you have to do to go even further than that?
Well, it depends. It depends on a lot of factors.
Are there some limitations to get to those higher levels, or?
Well, it depends on what you're selling again.
Right.
If you're selling large items, you have to have a lot of storage space. For instance,
Yeah.
if you're selling furniture online, you must have massive storage space.
Right.
If you're selling coins online, you don't need but a safe.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're selling, it depends on what you're selling.
Yeah.
But I sell a lot of clothing, like jeans and shoes and shirts and jackets. I sell a lot of
Clothing,
baseball caps. I sell a lot
hats.
of vintage electronics.
Mm-hmm.
And storage space becomes an issue, especially if you live in a small, like if you've got an efficiency apartment, you must only buy small items to resell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it depends on what you're selling, but you can make it and make it. You're not going to get rich doing
Right,
this.
you just
Or
get your foot.
maybe you could.
Yeah, you could get your foot in the door making money online with eBay to give you some confidence on how to sell things online, and then
Right.
you could probably venture off to other things, which will be like things like affiliate marketing, correct? Right. So like the youngsters, I think the youngsters are so tech savvy, smartphone savvy, that I think they'll probably have a very good time selling affiliate products, and that basically means you don't even have to sell physical products like what you're doing now.
Yeah, but that's something I don't know a whole lot about.
Right. But
You have to wait for Mr. V's next video to learn about that.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's something that I'm doing, and I'm going to be teaching that very shortly here. So for anybody listening in the video here and have questions or comments, you can leave them down below in the video. But yeah, I think this information is probably helpful for some people watching who are wondering if they could make money online. So I really appreciate you coming here, sharing your experiences, and even sharing your coins here. So maybe we'll do another video down the line for an update, see how you do with the holiday sales and stuff like that, right? Because Black Friday is coming up soon.
Yeah, the fourth quarter there's always an uptick in sales for eBay sellers during the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And even into January, because people, they get like a gift card to buy things at Christmas.
So from now,
so sales stay strong.
Yeah.
All the way through January.
Now to January, really from November to January is like buy, right? So what people have to think about is to become the one doing sell, right? Like they got to be selling when everybody wants to buy. So, people who want to set up an eBay store, people who want to set up an automated online store, anything that would help you make more money online, I think that's a great way to start for some people, especially today with these traditional jobs. They come and go and they don't pay well. I think the youngsters out there will probably, do well. They just have to work a little hard in the beginning and just, find their little niche, something that they're really good at, right? And I think they can make some money. All right, Pops. So thanks for coming and stopping by on the Value Worthy channel. And we'll speak again, okay?
Very cool.
All right, take care.
We'll look forward to it.